Dear friend, welcome to this online session of CAD/CAM and CAE. Today we are going to learn how to create a manual part program for different types of object. So we'll start with a simple program that is a point-to-point machining center. As we have discussed in the previous lectures that in point-to-point machining center we can perform a drilling operation, boring operations, reaming operations. So in these problems you can see that we have to drill two holes as shown in figure. Let us consider the diameter of this hole is 8 mm. So how to start the part program? Friends, we have already know that the part program is nothing but it is a step-by-step instruction which tells the machines what to do and how to do. Suppose if you have to make the coolant on in manual machine, then what you have to do, you have to press the switch. But in CNC machine, you can press the switch as well as you can instruct the machine to start the coolant by using the code M08, that is coolant on. So there is no need of pressing the switch. By giving the code that is M08, you can start the coolant. Similarly, you can start the spindle M03. So in this way, what we have to do, we have to use these different G codes and M codes to write the part program. So how to start the part program? Friends, first we have to define a work 0 point. So I am selecting this as the work 0 point. Why this as the work 0 point? Because when you are considering this point, the positive as well as negative dimensions will be referred by this point. So you know that X is the moment of table, Y is the moment of saddle, and Z is the moment of spindle. So when you are considering this as the point, so when you are moving right from this point, it will be the positive X. When you are moving left from the point, it will be the negative X. When you are considering next point, when you are moving towards the column, that is in the up direction, it will be the positive. And when it is moving away from the column, that is in the here in this case it is the bottom direction, it will be negative. Z, when you are giving the depth, it will be positive. When you are lifting, it will be negative. Sorry, when you are giving the depth, it will be negative. When you are lifting, it will be positive. So why we are selecting this point? Because when you are considering this as the 0 point, all the dimensions will be in the positive. So you can see that here all the dimensions are on the right side, so it will be positive. All the dimensions are in the upper side, so it will be positive. So we are taking this as the point. If you are taking this as the point, what will happen? X will be negative and Y will be positive. If you are taking this as the point, both X and Y will be negative. If you are taking this point, X will be positive and Y will be negative. So we are taking this as the point. Second, we have to define the tool positions. You can decide either you are going in the clockwise machining or you are going in the anti-clockwise machining. So in point-to-point machining center, clockwise and anti-clockwise doesn't matter. So you can go for the both clockwise as well as anti-clockwise machining. So here we will go for the anti-clockwise machining. So we are considering this as the first point of machining and this as the second point of machining. Now again, one basic concept of this part programming is that in part programming, the program is created considering the center point of the tool. So when you are calling the X and Y, actually this center point is moving. This center point is moving. So what we have to do, we have to move the center point to the different tool positions. So you can see that here there are tool positions, position 1 and position 2. Now in the first position, you can see that what is the dimensions of X? Here we are using the absolute coordinate system. What is absolute coordinate systems? All the dimensions should be considered from this point only. So you can see that how I can write here from here this point is 10 mm from this point, so I am writing X as 10. You can see that this position Y we have to calculate. What is the distance Y? It will be 10. Now second position, you can see that it is 60 and from this point it will be 10. So it will be 60 plus 10, it will be 70, and it will be 30 plus 10, it will be 40. So you have to consider all the dimensions considering this point. So I'm identifying this as the first position is x is equal to 10, y 10, second it will be the 60 plus 10, it will be 70, next it will be the 30 plus 10, it will be 40. Now you have to start the program. So program will be start by writing the sequence number of the block. So writing the sequence will be start with the block number, that is the n words. So I am writing n010. Why I have not used n001? Suppose in future if you have forgotten some points to be written in the block, or you have to do certain modification in the program, if you are writing n01, n02, n03, there is less number of flexibility, because 1 and 2 there will be no gap between this. But when you are using n0, 10, n20, so from 10 to 20, that is you can add again n011, n012, n013, so the program will become flexible. You can also increase the block here, you can write n09, n08, n07, so the program will be more flexible to edit, to modify. So I am using this flexible number, that is n010. So first code it will be the G70, that is the dimension in metric systems. We have to instruct the computer that we are using the dimension in metric system. So for that code is G70. G90 is nothing but it is the absolute coordinate system. So this is nothing but this is the absolute coordinate system. 60 plus 10 and it is 70. So the dimension are from this point. So this is the absolute coordinate system. So we are writing this as G90. G94. So we have to give feed rate. What is feed rate? The movement of tool from x point 1 to point 2, that is a feed rate. So that is we are giving that feed rate should be in mm per minute. Another it is a mm per revolution. It will be considered in the lathe machines program. In milling we are considering that it will be mm per minute. So it will be G94. After that we have to instruct that machine this block has been ended. Now second it will be the, again I am using the n20. Now what I have to do? I have to start some auxiliary functions, that I have to start this spindle, that is a miscellaneous functions we are calling that, and to start this spindle in clockwise direction we are knowing that the code will be M03, means start this spindle. I am assuming the speed here, you can calculate the speed by using the equations we have used in the last lectures. Now I am assuming here it will be S1000, I am taking this speed, it will be depend upon the material. Now here the material is not given, so I am assuming that S is equal to 1000. If the material has been mentioned, I will be calculated that. Again the material is not there, so I am taking the feed rate, that is F. I am assuming that it will be 80 mm per minute and it will be end of block. Now next it will be N30. Now what I have to do? I have to start the actual machining. So first you can see that I have to take the tool to the safest position, so that there should be no accidental occur by tool and workpiece collisions. So I am taking G00, you know that rapid travel of tool. So I am lifting the tool. So when you are moving the tool in the upward direction, it will be positive Z. So I am taking Z is equal to 5. There is no thumb rule that you have to take Z is equal to 5 only. You can take Z is equal to 2, you can take Z is equal to 3, Z10. It will depend upon the thickness of the workpiece, and it will depend upon the space between the tool and workpiece. So you can take Z5, for surface you can take Z50 also. So I am writing Z is equal to 50 mm per minute.